this bundle earlier when it was nice and dry. It's just going to rain, so it's good to have this on hand. I'll put a little bit underneath in here just to give us a nice little base to work with. Make a little pocket. We're going to throw the bundle right in there when we're done. Okay, these little fire kits I make, blow drill fire kits, they come in a freezer bag. Good to carry with you when you're out in the woods or something. Maybe lose your lighter, or matches might have got wet, or whatever reason you might need to make a fire. You got this kit on you, you'd be alright. So, I'm going to try to keep this dry. I got a little piece of birch bark here, but you can just use a leaf or a piece of a cigarette pack or whatever you have on you. But you just put it underneath of your fireboard. Basically, you're going to use it just to catch your fire, your coal. And then you'll use that to transfer your coal up into your fire bundle. Now I got this fire bundle already picked and dried. It's nice and dry, so shouldn't have any trouble with it. And we're just gonna make a sort of a little nest. I got the grindings here. I ground some of it up, real fine powdery stuff. I'm gonna put that right in the center of the bundle. That'll help it take the coal better. So you get here. You could use just a piece of bendy tree or whatever, but and I like to carry an elastic with me when I'm out, and that'll be perfect for here. I'm just gonna put this up around the bundle, make sure that it holds it in place. I'm gonna stick that nice together like that. And I'll just set this aside, keep it nice and dry on that bag. Okay, so what we do here is we pick the hole we want to work with. I'll put this underneath so I don't get too beat up. And I'll put my hole right beside that, my foot I mean. And we'll take your spindle with the blunt end here, the sharper end goes up. And put it in your bowl like this. And then it's good to hold on to the string because you can be able to keep tension there. Now it's really important to keep this thing nice and steady, and you don't try to go too fast with it. It's better to actually take your good sweet time, and a lot of people do it in 2 steps. But we're just trying to get our hole going. Notice how it's only my arm that's moving. If you move with your whole body, then you're going to cause the spindle to start moving in the hole, and that's not what we're looking for. Try to keep it nice and smooth. Just go nice and straight. Take your good sweet time. You shouldn't have to get out of breath for this. And that squeaking will stop here in a second, and that lets you know you're drilling in. Okay, now we're starting to drill. And I hope you guys can see it on that video, but in the little notches on the fireboard, there's coming this black stuff, little burnt embers off the wood. That stuff called your punk, and if you drill with too much pressure, it's just going to cause that punk to make into more like a sawdust, I guess. Again, we're just taking our good sweet time here. We're not trying to build the fire all at once. Technique is more important here. And we just want to fill that notch with enough of the right kind of punk. The right kind of punk will be dark. It sticks together and it doesn't fall apart. If you drill, like I said, with too much pressure, you'll start drilling up into your mandrel, and that's not what you want. Build that hole up full of lots of nice punk first before we start trying to get the actual fire going. And just take your time. Let it fill up. Don't waste your energy yet. Don't get excited when you see the smoke. Just keep going nice and smooth. Don't want to drill with too much pressure. Just enough to keep that stuff coming. might have to angle your drill just to make sure it's coming into the notch. It takes a bit of practice. Only when you get enough punk in the hole should you waste your energy. A lot of people take a breather here before they actually go to bust their coal, but with these kits they're pretty easy. Okay, we didn't get it quite there. Just put it back in the hole there a bit. Make sure that it don't get too hot. A lot of that time that sweat will go down into your fire and you'll have to start your embers over. Tighten this up a little bit. Okay, so we'll put the blunt end down, the sharp end up. There. Keep your wrist straight, balanced up against your shin perfectly. There we go. Now just pull that away. Is not going. Okay. Keep that right there. It's a nice little pile. This time I just gotta go nice and slow. I keep trying to rush every time I'm on camera. When I don't pay attention, I can do it in 3 minutes. There. We've got our little coal going. She's going to keep going. Give us this minute to catch your breath. That thing's not going to go out unless it falls apart. It's better to take this moment to catch your breath because you got to blow nice and smooth on your fire bundle. Be very careful with this. If you're out of breath, you'll end up blowing that apart. It'll keep going on its own anyway, so you don't really have to blow it like that. I'm just trying to speed things up for the camera here. We're going to take this very, very carefully. Let's see, I'll turn it this way here for you guys. Take that really, really carefully. You don't want this thing to fall apart. Try to just push it into the bundle. And then spill a little bit over top, but don't smother it. Leave half of it open so you got the air to it. Okay, so now we got a nice little coal going. We'll pull those in around the side, but make sure that's still going good. Might have to work it around a bit. There we go. That should be alright now. Caught it before the rain comes. And we'll just kind of lift this up, stick it in there amongst all those little tiny branches. There we go. We got ourselves a little fire. Keep that nice and aired out so it keeps going. Don't want to smother our flames yet. We'll let that catch. Start getting some bigger stuff. It's good to get this going now before the rain, because if the rain catches us, hopefully we'll have enough already for, you know, to get a good coal going, and maybe we'll be able to keep this thing going throughout the rain. Anyways, that's how easy it is if you're carrying one of my simple bow drill fire kits with you. You never know, you might have to rely on one someday. Till then, I guess. I'm going to be teaching a few more methods here pretty soon too, like the plow method, and also another method where it uses a hollowed out log and scrape that along a sharp edge. Pretty neat methods. This method here is the bow drill. It comes from all over the world. It's been used for many years. I have to keep careful attention to this because the wood's not very dry. So we don't want to lose what we worked so hard to get. Till then, everybody, adventure buddy, I guess. Thanks. See you later.